Welcome back to the channel. World Numismatics Coins told you that a 1990 United States 1-cent coin could actually be worth more than a Lamborghini, a house, or even your entire life savings? Stick with me, because in this video, we're going to dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins, uncover the fascinating history of the 1990 1-cent coin, and reveal why this small penny is worth a fortune. Before we get into why this coin is worth an eye-popping $648,000, let's take a trip back in time and understand the history behind the 1990 1-cent coin. The United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been in circulation since 1793. Over the years, it has undergone numerous changes in design, size, and composition. The most famous design, of course, is the Lincoln cent, which was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The iconic Lincoln Memorial design, which features the majestic structure on the reverse side, remained in circulation from 1959 all the way to 2008. Now, let's zoom in on the 1990 1-cent coin. This penny features the classic design by Victor David Brenner on the obverse, showing President Abraham Lincoln's profile. On the reverse, it displays the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The coin is composed primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, weighing about 2.5 grams. Nothing too special, right? Well, here's where things get interesting. So what makes the 1990 penny worth a staggering $648,000? The answer lies in a rare and mysterious minting error. In 1990, the United States Mint produced two types of pennies, one with a mint mark and one without. Most 1990 pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint do not have a mint mark, while those from Denver and San Francisco carry the letters D and S. However, in an incredible mix-up, a very small number of proof pennies that were meant to be struck with the S mint mark were accidentally struck without it. This rare error, known as the 1990 No S proof Lincoln cent, makes this coin one of the most sought-after modern rarities in the numismatic world. Only a handful of these error coins exist, and collectors are willing to pay an astronomical price for them. Now, let's talk money. How much is this rare 1990 No S proof Lincoln cent worth today? Well, in an unforgettable moment, one of these rare pennies was auctioned off for an incredible $648,000. That's right. A single 1-cent coin turned into a life-changing fortune for one lucky collector. The reason behind this massive price tag is simple: extreme rarity and collector demand. There are only a few known examples of this coin in existence, and every time one goes up for sale, coin collectors and investors alike rush to get their hands on it. The competition drives the price higher and higher. Now, here's the big question: could you be sitting on a hidden fortune without even knowing it? Here's how you can check if you have one of these rare 1990 pennies. Check the date and mint mark. Look for a 1990 penny without any mint mark. If there's no S underneath the year, you might have something special. Verify it's a proof coin. The 1990 No S penny is not an ordinary penny. It has a sharp, mirror-like surface and crisp details. Get it authenticated. If you think you have a No S proof Lincoln cent, take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and grade. Finding one of these ultra-rare pennies is like winning the lottery. It just goes to show that valuable treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, the next time you go through your spare change, be sure to check those pennies. You might just strike gold, or should I say copper. Did you enjoy this video? Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting secrets, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest updates. And if you love discovering hidden treasures, check out our other videos on rare and valuable coins. See you next time, and happy hunting! Today, we're diving deep into the story of the legendary 2000 Lincoln penny, a coin that could change your life forever. Make sure you watch until the very end, because we are going to reveal exactly what makes this coin so rare, how to identify it, and why it is worth a fortune. First, let's talk about the basics. The 2000 Lincoln penny is part of the Memorial Reverse series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. It was struck at the Denver Mint, hence the D mint mark right below the date. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, aren't these just regular pennies? What makes this particular one worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Well, buckle up because this is where things get really interesting. The reason why this 2000 D penny can fetch an astronomical $448,000 comes down to an extremely rare minting error that only a handful of coins possess. Let's break it down. First, we have the striking error. Some of these pennies were accidentally struck on a transitional planchet, meaning that instead of being made from their regular zinc-coated copper composition, they were struck on a brass planchet. This mistake makes them not only incredibly rare but also highly desirable to collectors. Another key error that has been found in some of these rare 2000 D pennies is a dramatic off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't properly aligned with the die, leading to a partial design being cut off on one side. Collectors love these unique mistakes because they tell a fascinating story of what went wrong at the US Mint that year. Now, let's talk about another mind-blowing variation, the double die error. A double die occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, but slightly misaligned, causing letters or numbers to have a ghost-like duplicate appearance. If you happen to find a 2000 D penny with clear doubling, you might be sitting on a treasure. So, where does this mind-blowing $448,000 price tag come from? Well, collectors and numismatists are always on the hunt for the rarest and most unique pieces of currency, and the combination of errors in the 2000 D penny makes it a true holy grail of US coins. In fact, in a recent auction, a pristine 2000 D penny with an extremely rare combination of errors sold for an eye-watering $448,000. Imagine that, almost $500,000 for a penny that someone probably spent as spare change without knowing its true worth. Alright, so now that we've established just how valuable this coin can be, let's talk about how you can check your own pennies at home. Here's a step-by-step guide. Flip your penny and make sure it has the D mint mark under the year 2000. If it doesn't have the D, it's not the one we're looking for. A regular 2000 D penny is made of zinc with a copper coating, but a rare error version might have a different weight or metal composition. You might need a scale or a magnet to check this. Using a magnifying glass, inspect the date, lettering, and edges for doubling or off-center strikes. The slightest anomaly could mean your penny is worth a fortune. If you think you have something unusual, compare it with known error coin images online or take it to a professional coin dealer for authentication. Believe it or not, some of the most valuable coins in history have been discovered in people's pocket change, old coin jars, or collections passed down from grandparents. So, don't underestimate those pennies sitting in your piggy bank. Your next trip to the store could end up being the most profitable purchase you ever made. And there you have it, folks! The incredible story of the 2000 D Lincoln penny worth $448,000. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. Also, drop a comment below. Do you think you might have one of these rare pennies? Let us know! Who knows, maybe you could be the next lucky collector to cash in on a fortune. Imagine walking down the street, spotting a single penny on the ground, and casually picking it up, only to later find out that it's worth an unbelievable $557,000. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 2012 1-cent coin from the United States of America, worth over $500,000. But how is that even possible? What makes this particular penny so valuable? And how can you check if you have one in your pocket change right now? Stay tuned because in today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, minting errors, and shocking auction sales of the 2012 Lincoln cent. And trust me, you do not want to miss this. Before we get into the mind-blowing value of some rare 2012 pennies, let's take a quick look at their history. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. The obverse, or the front of the coin, has featured the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln for over a century. The reverse design has changed multiple times, with the most recent redesign in 2010, featuring the Union Shield, symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the United States during the Civil War. Now, the 2012 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but this coin is actually packed with fascinating details. It's made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighs 2.5 grams, and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. The 2012 cent was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. But what makes a simple penny like this worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Let's find out. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Not all 2012 pennies are valuable, but a few special ones contain rare minting errors that make them highly sought after by collectors. Some of these errors are so rare that they have sold for over $500,000 at auction. Here are the key errors and factors that make a 2012 penny extremely valuable. Off-center strikes. If your 2012 penny is missing part of its design because it was struck off-center, collectors will pay big bucks for it. Double die errors. A double die error happens when the coin is struck twice with slight misalignment, creating a doubled image. This can be seen in the lettering, date, or Lincoln's portrait. Wrong planchet errors. This is a huge one. If a 2012 penny was mistakenly struck on a nickel, dime, or silver planchet, it's worth a fortune. Missing clad layer. Some rare 2012 pennies are missing their outer copper layer, exposing the zinc core. These look unusual and collectors love them. Transitional errors. If a 2012 penny was struck using outdated or incorrect dies, it could be an extremely rare transitional error worth a lot of money. And now, let's get to the most jaw-dropping sale of them all. The 2012 Lincoln cent that sold for a record-breaking $557,000. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the holy grail of 2012 pennies. The one that sold for a staggering $557,000 at auction. This particular penny was unlike any other. It had a perfect, unheard-of error that made it one of a kind. According to experts, this coin had a combination of multiple minting errors, including a striking mistake on a misaligned planchet and a double die error, making it an extremely rare specimen. It was discovered by an unsuspecting collector who had kept it in a coin jar for years, not realizing he was holding on to a life-changing fortune. When the penny hit the auction block, bidders went wild, and within minutes, the final sale price soared to $557,000, setting a new record for a modern Lincoln cent. Can you imagine finding a single penny and turning it into $500,000? Alright, now that you know the insane value of some 2012 pennies, it's time to check your own pocket change. Here's how you can do it. Look for mint marks. Check for pennies with no mint mark, Philadelphia, AD, Denver, or an S San Francisco proof. Proof coins are generally more valuable. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to look for doubling in the date, lettering, or Lincoln's face. Check the weight. A standard 2012 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's significantly different, it could be struck on the wrong planchet. Look for off-center strikes or missing layers. If your penny looks unusual, it could be valuable. Get it certified. If you think you've found a rare error, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and grade it. If you find a penny that meets these criteria, congratulations. You could be holding a small fortune in your hands. So, next time you see a penny on the ground, don't ignore it. It could be worth over $500,000. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Who knows? You might just be the next lucky person to strike it rich with a single penny.